Samsung TV HDCP error fix and remote not working? Easy solutions. Is your Samsung TV showing an HDCP error or is the remote not working? In this video, we'll guide you through simple, step-by-step solutions to fix HDCP connection issues, HDMI problems, and unresponsive Samsung TV remotes. Follow these easy troubleshooting tips to get your TV working again quickly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more helpful Samsung TV repair guides.
Welcome to my channel Tech Truth Reviews. How to fix Samsung TV remote control not working, quick and easy solutions. Is your Samsung TV remote control not working? Don't worry. In this complete step-by-step guide, we show you the fastest and easiest ways to fix your Samsung TV remote. Whether your remote is not responding, not pairing, blinking red light, or completely dead, this video covers all possible solutions that you can try at home before buying a new remote. Replace or check batteries. First, weak, dead, or incorrectly inserted batteries are the one cause. Remove old batteries, wait a minute, insert fresh ones, use the same brand type, replace in pairs, and ensure correct polarity. For solar cell remotes, common on newer models, remove any protective plastic film if present, expose to light to charge, or use USB-C charging if your model supports it. Test by pressing the power button. Look for a red LED flash on the remote, or use your phone camera in a dark room to see infrared light from the tip. Reset the remote. Soft reset. For battery-powered remotes, remove batteries. Press and hold the power button for 8 seconds to drain residual power, then reinsert batteries. For smart remotes, Bluetooth enabled, press and hold return or back and play, pause simultaneously for 3 to 5+ seconds until the remote's LED flashes or a pairing message appears on the TV. This clears temporary glitches and often fixes unresponsiveness. Repair the smart remote. Many Samsung remotes use Bluetooth, not just IR. Point the remote at the TV, within 1 foot, press and hold, return and play, pause, or sometimes return and the button with colored dots, enter, for 5+ seconds until the TV shows a remote connected or pairing pop-up. If it blinks red continuously, it's likely unpaired. Repeat the process. Ensure no other devices interfere with Bluetooth. Test for IR signal and obstructions. Point the remote at your phone's camera, front or rear, in a dim room, and press buttons. If you see a purple-white flashing light on screen, the remote transmits IR. No light? The remote may be faulty. Clean the remote's IR emitter, clear plastic at the top, with a soft cloth. Remove any obstacles between remote and TV, e.g. furniture, glass doors, as IR needs line of sight. For Bluetooth smart remotes, this step confirms if it's an IR fallback issue. Power cycle. The TV. Unplug the TV from the wall outlet, not just turn off. Wait 1 to 5 minutes. Some suggest 30 seconds to 3 minutes. Then plug back in and turn on using the TV's physical power button, usually under the Samsung logo or side bottom. This clears software caches that can disrupt remote recognition. Repair the remote afterward if needed. Avoid surge protectors during testing. Clean the remote and check for stuck buttons. Dust, spills, or sticky residue can cause buttons to stick or false inputs. Gently clean with a microfiber cloth slightly dampened with isopropyl alcohol. Avoid soaking. Inspect for physical damage like cracks or worn buttons. If the remote ghosts, e.g., changes volume source randomly, stuck buttons are likely. Clean thoroughly or consider replacement. Additional tips and when to replace. Use the Samsung SmartThings app on your phone as a temporary remote. Connect via Wi-Fi. If nothing works, the remote, or rarely the TV's IR Bluetooth receiver, may be defective. Contact Samsung support for warranty/replacement. Provide model number. Universal remotes or apps often work as backups. Policies vary by region, model year, but most issues resolve with steps 1 to 5. These steps cover 90% of cases per Samsung's official guides and user forums. Start from the top and work down. Most users fix it quickly. If your TV model is specific, e.g., QLED, frame, or older, check samsung.com/support with your model for tailored advice.
HDCP error or copyright protection error. 7 easy fixes that actually work in 2026. If you're staring at a black screen, a purple tint, or that frustrating HDCP error detected or copyright protection error message while trying to watch your favorite show on Roku, Fire Stick, PS5, or any HDMI setup, you're not alone. This error has been driving people crazy for years, and in 2026 it's still one of the most common HDMI headaches. HDCP stands for High Bandwidth Digital Copy Protection. It's basically a built-in copyright protection system that ensures movies and shows can't be easily pirated while traveling through HDMI cables. Your source device, like a streaming stick, and your TV have to do a secret handshake to confirm everything is protected. If that handshake fails, even for legitimate reasons, you get the error and the content gets blocked. Today, I'm sharing 7 practical points to diagnose and fix it fast. Let's dive in. Point 1. Understand the root cause the HDCP handshake failure. First, know exactly what's happening. HDCP is required for most protected 4K, HDR, or premium content from Netflix, Disney+, etc. The error usually pops up because one device in your chain isn't communicating properly. Common triggers include loose connections, outdated firmware, or mismatched HDCP versions, like HDCP 1.4 vs 2.2, 2.3. Older TVs or cables often struggle with newer streaming devices. Quick test. Try playing non-protected content like YouTube. If it works, it's definitely an HDCP issue with premium streams. Point 2. Power cycle everything properly. The most effective first fix. Point 2 is the universal fix that solves it for most people. Unplug the power cord from your TV, your streaming device, Roku, Fire Stick, and any soundbar or receiver. Also unplug both ends of the HDMI cable. Wait a full 25 minutes, not just 30 seconds. This clears the temporary handshake data. Reconnect the HDMI cable firmly first, then plug in power starting with the TV, then the source device. Let everything boot fully before testing. Many Roku users report this instantly clears the HDCP error detected purple screen. Point 3. Check and replace your HDMI cable. Number 3. Your cable is often the culprit. Faulty, old, or cheap HDMI cables can't carry the high bandwidth signal needed for HDCP 2.2+. Use a certified, high-speed, or premium high-speed HDMI cable, preferably under 6 feet long for best results. Try swapping ports on your TV too. Some ports support higher HDCP versions than others. If you're using a long cable or one that's damaged, replace it. This simple swap fixes cable-related handshake failures in seconds. Point 4. Verify HDCP version compatibility. Point 4. Check compatibility. Modern 4K content needs at least HDCP 2.2.
Older devices or splitters might only support 1.4, causing downgrades to 1080p or complete errors. Look up your TV and streaming device's specs online. If you're mixing an old AVR, audio-video receiver, or splitter in the chain, it can break the handshake. Solution: connect directly from source to TV first to isolate the problem. For 2026 setups with 8K potential, HDCP 2.3 offers better future-proofing, but 2.2 still works fine for most content. Point 5. Update firmware and reset devices. Fifth point, software matters. Outdated firmware on your TV, Roku, Fire Stick, or console can cause HDCP glitches. Go into settings and check for updates. Roku and Fire TV make this easy. After updating, perform a factory reset on the streaming device as a last resort. Back up your apps first. On smart TVs like LG or Samsung, look for HDMI CEC or HDCP related options in the menu and toggle them. This resolves many intermittent errors caused by bugs. Point 6. Remove interfering devices from the chain. 6. Simplify your setup. HDMI switches, splitters, extenders, or soundbars with video pass-through can interfere with the HDCP handshake, especially if they're not fully compliant. Disconnect everything extra and test direct connection. If it works, add devices back one by one to find the offender. In some cases, a cheap HDCP-compliant HDMI splitter can actually strip or manage the protection better, but use this carefully as it may affect premium content playback. Point 7. Advanced troubleshooting and AMP. When to upgrade. Finally, point 7. If nothing works, try these. Clean HDMI ports with compressed air for dust. Test with another device, like a Blu-ray player, on the same TV. For gaming consoles like PS5 or Xbox, disable HDCP temporarily in system settings if you're capturing gameplay. Note: this won't work for streaming apps. Wireless adapters or casting can sometimes bypass wired HDCP issues too. If your TV is very old and doesn't support HDCP 2.2 properly, it might be time for an upgrade or an external HDMI converter. In most cases, one of these 7 steps will get you back to smooth 4K streaming without the copyright protection headache. There you have it, 7 solid ways to beat the HDCP error or copyright protection error. Start with the power cycle and cable check. They fix 80% of cases. If you're still stuck, comment below with your exact setup, TV brand, streaming device, etc., and I'll try to give personalized advice. Hit that like button if this helped, subscribe for more practical tech guides, and turn on notifications so you never miss a fix. Thanks for watching. Now go enjoy your shows without interruptions. See you in the next video.